let's start with the weekly time frame. Okay, just 1 second. Okay, so the week started here. So when the week before the week start, we need to mark our levels, and this is all what you need to do every day and every week. This will be the same process every day. You don't need to skip this process. So if the week is going to start, and this is the where the week it closed, and you have this level weekly rejection block, and then you don't have anything except this one, and this is also the weekly rejection block, but actually this one already got mitigated. If you see this one is already mitigated, so we will not use this level. So it means we don't have any level on the weekly time frame except this one. So one thing is so much clear that on the weekly time frame we don't need to spend too much time except one weekly rejection, this level. Okay, and then we will see the daily time frame. And on the daily time frame, what we have, if you see, if this is the day, this was the level which we have the daily order block, and today this is where the price opened. We can we can mark this level as an daily open price. So every day you have to mark the daily open price, so you should know that where you are in price. So that is very important. So, and then when this day opened, what we have the daily order block. If you see this one, sell to buy, and if you are thinking that this is inside candle, so that's why actually this one is whole, sell to buy. So this one is our order block. Okay, and this is the only level today we have on the daily time frame, and you don't need to overthink, and you don't need to try to mark so many levels except this one. And then if you see, when the price opened here, we don't have anything except this one, and this one is also mitigated already. If you see, this one is mitigated. Okay, can you see, this one is mitigated. So if this one is also mitigated, we don't need to use this level. In this case, we have only two levels so far. One is on the weekly time frame, and the other one is on the daily time frame. So these two time frames, we need to spend only this much time, and then we will check the H4 time frame, what's going on there. And H4 time frame, this is where the day opened. So if the day opened here, and these are the previous candles, do you see any kind of level into this area? What kind of levels basically we are looking for? We are looking for, number one, maybe the rejection block, order block, breaker block, ICPA, imbalance close, price action, or maybe maximum, it could be the some type of fair value gap, or like these kind of levels. Do you see anything here into this area before open this candle? Because this is the closing price, yesterday's closing price. So I don't see anything except this one is the fair value gap, this one. And this fair value gap is really too big. If even if the price comes here, and who knows, the price will just test this area, or maybe the 50%, or maybe it will complete. So we will not use this one because the fair value gap is too big. But if the fair value gap is something like smaller one, something maybe like this, so in this case, if the price comes into this one, maybe we can expect that the price will go back to take the high again, something like this. But if the fair value gap is this much big, we will avoid to use this kind of fair value gap. So basically, these all things, we don't have anything on H4 time frame. So if you don't have, it's okay. Then you go on the H1 time frame. And H1 time frame, what we have, this is where the day opened. This is where the day opened. So what we have? We have the rejection block, this one on the H1 time frame. So we can mark this one as our rejection block, and we can call this one H1 rejection block. So this is the Asian session. Of course, we are not going to trade, but we are trying to understand the overall system, like how we can overall process. I mean, we need to understand the process, because it doesn't mean that every time these levels will be during the Asian session. We need to mark these levels as a process. So this is the rejection block. So if the price tests this rejection block and rejects, we are looking for short. Until where? This is the very important question. Until where? Until here. The closest three candle formation. That will be your draw on liquidity. So it means if you are selling here, of course, you will not sell here directly. You will check the confirmation entry, and we check these confirmation entries later. So if you are selling into this zone, this should be your target. It could go further lower, maybe up to here, who knows, but this should be your minimum draw on liquidity. And every day, every 4 hour or even 1 hour, you need to keep updated your draw on liquidity. This is very important, because if you understand your draw on liquidity, then you understand which side you are going to find the ranges. If, for example, if you don't know your draw on liquidity where it is, maybe you are looking for long. But if you have a level and you have the confirmation entry, you have the draw on liquidity, you are perfectly fine. In this case, the price, it maybe just missed 1 point or something, and it reached to where? It reached to the draw on liquidity. So it's okay. We can't help. But this was the setup. 100% this was today's setup. And then once the price reached to the draw on liquidity, then what you need to do? You need to go back to the H4 time frame to check. This is the H4 is completed. And now this is the next H4 candle is going to open. And what is this? This one is your imbalance close price action. H4 imbalance close price action. So now in the next 4 hours, this will be your area of interest. If the price reaches into this zone, we are interested to sell. In this case, this is the next H4. This is the first H4, and then this is the next H4 candle. So the next H4 closed here, and the price went higher. H4 imbalance close. This one, imbalance close price action. And this is where you should be looking for short. And not only from the H4 imbalance close price action, but also you have buy to sell. So this is your order block. this one. So you will say H1 order block. So this is your area of interest. This is where you need to find your short entry into this zone, and your target is the closest three candle formation, but you don't have any kind of three candle formation except this one, or maybe you can go one time frame lower to find something here, to find your three candle formation. That why I'm talking three candle formation, because that is the liquidity point, and the liquidity area is your draw on liquidity. So this is your second entry which you can find into this area. Okay, and then this is where, and now we once something hit, we just need to remove our levels. Okay, and now what we have the daily open, weekly rejection block, and the daily rejection block. We are here somewhere, and then what we are going to open the third one. This candle is going to open, and in this candle we don't have any kind of level which on the H4 time frame we can find. It's okay, we go on the H1 time frame to see. Okay, this is the second 4 hour candle, and then this is the third 4 hour candle. 1 2 3 4, this one. And in this case what we can find this one. What is this? This is the unmitigated wick. So if the price comes into this zone here, we will be looking for sell into this area, and this never happened. What happened? The market is continuously just bleeding, and then what we have the another order block, buy to sell. So this is the order block. In this case, this order block is our another area of interest, and this is where we are looking for short. And what we will find the entry into somewhere maybe here, and this will be the range. So we check, maybe we can go on the 3 minute time frame. I remove this because I generally drop, we check the range or something. So what we have the range from here to here, and of course we are not looking for sell into this zone because we already have this order block, and this is our area where we are looking for sell. So it means we have to go one time frame further higher to check the range, and now we have the range from here to here, and this is the QM, and then this is the only order block that is exactly at the H1 order block, and this order block is our area of interest. So in this case we will just mark this order block, and we can sell here, stop loss just above this one, and this will be our minimum target. And this is, like I always say, between 4 to 7 hour, and you will have a 4 hour or 4.5 hour trade here. And this trade come from where? You see the process. This trade comes from the H1 order block. H1 order block. And now we are here. And then this is the news time. And we already have this daily level which we were looking at throughout the day. This level. Throughout the day we were looking into this level if the price comes here. And then what happened? Finally the price reached here, and we are not interested to buy here directly. Why? Because we have a rejection block also below, and we don't know that it's the news, maybe the price can continue having like bleeding. You see this level, and we have below another level. It is the daily rejection block. Who knows, the price is continuously coming down and reach into daily rejection block. If it happens, then maybe I have the plan to do something like this. Maybe then this order block will turn into the resistance, and then I will keep selling until we reach here. And once we reached here, then I have the same plan what I have here when the price reached into this zone. So we check how the price reached here. So this is where the price reached, and I'm not going to buy here directly because we have another level here. That's why we are just going to wait, and we don't have any kind of confirmation entry, and we closed below this level. And this is what I call, if this is the 1 minute time frame, we closed below this level. If we get back into the level, then this will turn into the order pairing. If I'm not sure this moment, but this moment it's not order pairing. But if we are back into the range, then this is the order pairing area. Order pairing is what? Order pairing is basically where the big boys, they are accumulating their positions. Of course, they are here, they are not accumulating their position on the sell side. Surely they are accumulating for on the buy side. But we don't know at this moment until this thing happen. And and what is this? It's not because of this candle I'm saying the order pairing. No, look here, closed below the level and then back above the level and one time frame higher. What's that? It's just a week. So it means this whole price action turned into the order pairing. So this made me so much confidence that okay, we got the order pairing, and this is where I'm looking for long. But of course I will not buy here. I have to wait for the confirmation entry. And then this is the QM. So this is where if the price crosses this area, my low will confirm, then I want a high. Okay, fine. Low, we have the low, and what we are looking for now? We are looking for high. And how the high will confirm? The high will confirm when we have another opposite QM, and then we will buy something like this. Why? Because we are coming off of the daily order block, and this is the area which we were looking for throughout the day. In this case, we are waiting now for the opposite QM. But before I go to the opposite QM, I go on the H4 time frame to check. This is the previous candle and this is the new candle. So this previous candle, if you understand the concept about the QM, what is basically the QM? The QM is something like this. And what is this? This is the manipulation, right? So if this is the manipulation, it means if this is coming something like this, it means this whole area is manipulation. So if this whole area is manipulation, it means if the price comes into this one, then I'm looking for this level as a support to continue. It's like something like this. in something like this. This area is manipulation, and I'm not looking for the price to enter into this zone. Why? Because this is already manipulation, and this is where they have trapped the sellers on the wrong side. So why the price should come into this zone to give them the opportunity to close their positions at the break even. They are not going, if the market want to go up. This is the first condition. If the market want to go up, then market is not going to give them the opportunity to come out of this position. But if market want to go down, then that is the second scenario. Those sellers, they are right, and of course they will make money. Simple. But if the market want to go up, they are not going to have the opportunity to close their positions. So if this is the low and if this is the manipulation, we are looking for buy something into this one, like I gave you the example somewhere here. So, and then we go back and just remember what we are looking for. We are looking for an opposite QM, and let's wait for the opposite QM. And this is the level which we say H4 manipulation level. So this is the H4 manipulation level. Now this is the level where I'm looking for long, because these guys, if the price wanna go higher, then these guys trapped on the sell side. I don't know if someone sold here and covered the position here, he made money. Someone sold here, covered up somewhere here, he made money. But think about it, if someone sold into this zone or someone sold into this zone, they are underwater already. So we need to see that around this level we should buy. Okay, but the first thing what we need to do, we need to find our opposite QM. So where is the opposite QM? Okay, and there we go, we got the opposite QM. Now the question is, would you like to buy into this area and expect that the price will make another break of structure? If you are thinking that you can buy here, you can buy, but you should have some order block, maybe the decisional order block or any kind of order block. That why we use the order block. We use the order block if something like this, if some order block is here, we want these kind of things to control our risk. Something like this. If you buy here, where is your risk? Where you want to put your stop loss? If you enter here, would you like to put the stop loss into maybe into this area or where? So you don't have anything here, so that's why you should just wait. But what I see, we have this manipulation area, so this is where I'm looking for buy, and this buy area is exactly at the, what is this? This one is the breaker block, right? This one is the breaker block. So I'm interested to buy into here, but my stop loss should be below the breaker block, because I don't know, and this is 100% sure, I don't know the price will just come here and then leave here. Like I said, the market is not, if the market wanna go up, the market is not going to give them the opportunity to these guys to come into at break even. They are not going to give them the opportunity. So if the market doesn't wanna come down, then maybe it will reverse from here, and if it wanna come down, then maximum I want to see until here and not into this zone. So we have now our limit order here, And this is where we can say that the breaker block, why this is the breaker block? Buy to sell. So this is the order block. And when an order block disrespect, that turns into the breaker block. So now what we are looking for? A minimum 4 or and then it depends on the price action after here. Okay. And then now, and this level, everything now is very clear that why we are entering into this position. Okay, this is where we should enter. Okay, so this high is unable to break the structural break of structure. So then this low turned into what? Turned into liquidity, and this is T2. So, and now what we are looking for? We are looking for the price will take this low. Why? Because this low is unable to take this high. So this low is weak. So you can enter, you are already in the position. But if someone is not in the position, then 100% can enter now again. And then this is your target, something like this. And there we go. So this is where you can enter today, and this is like I said, the manipulation. If you notice one thing, even the price came below the manipulation line, but it is just for another manipulation. Actually closed below the level, it is like this: closed sell candle, closed below the level, this is the level, then next candle even broke the, if let's say if this is the wick, next candle even took the low. And when the next candle even takes the low, it means what? It means this someone is thinking the continuation move, sell versus sell versus sell versus sell. So it means it's continuation. So when this low broke, and this low even broke, and then it reversed. So not only it manipulated, or it here trapped the seller into this zone, but here again, so two times it trapped, and once it two times it trapped back into the zone, and then we are at the 5 hour, something like this. So this is what I see in today's price action on gold. We have a couple of opportunities today in gold, and I have decided to trade gold on regular basis, because before I was just trading Nasdaq and stocks, and now I'm looking for the day trading. I'm looking for Nasdaq and gold, and I will keep updating every day the gold price and the levels if anybody is interested. So anybody have any question on today's price action? If someone doesn't have the access of the mic, they can write the question here. Okay, I think everything is clear, and we finish this, and we will see Monday's price action maybe on before market open. We will see some new levels on gold, and then we will monitor these levels throughout the day. And I will also keep updating. Why? Because as I explained in this session that I update my levels. Of course, my daily and weekly level will not update throughout the day, but I will keep updating my H4 and H1 levels. And if you notice that we have one H1, we have one entry on H1 time frame today, on 15-minute time frame as well. So uh, if I will be watching this price action live on Monday, I will keep updating. So I will just post the levels. You have to plan your entries accordingly. So even my levels, they are very clear, and they will at least give you some idea that what kind of bias you should be expecting. So of course, if you have the order block and the price is going into that order block, you understand that you are looking for long or you are looking for short. It's very simple. If the level is here and the price is going into this level, of course you are looking for short. So these levels will help you. And when you find your range, something into here, your point of interest should be somewhere here. Why? Because this level is already coming from the higher time frame. But maybe this range is just on the 1 minute, or maybe on the 3 minute time frame, or maybe on the 15-minute time frame. So a range itself is not enough. The higher time frame level is even more important, and that will help you to enter on the lower time frame, and then maybe your target something here or maybe somewhere here. Okay, what is the question? So you only mark the higher time frame key levels, take their reactions, and target a low draw on liquidity. So now you hardly concentrate on ranges. I just explained it's all about ranges. It's all about ranges, but the problem is the ranges are on the both sides. If this is the price action and you have the range here, what you are expecting, this is the range, this is, and you are expecting this is the bearish range. But who knows, this price action is coming from the bullish range, something like this, and this is the internal range liquidity. Now the problem is, you are looking for buy or you are looking for sell. You have the ranges on the both sides. So that's why ranges alone, they are not sufficient, because you will find the ranges on both sides. For example, look here, uh, euro US dollar. Look here. What is this range? From here to here. So this is the QM, and then this is another QM, and you are looking for what? The internal range liquidity, and then you are looking for the external range liquidity. But you will have some other ranges as well into this area. Then how to do? Which side you want to go? So that's why the point is, you always need to mark the higher time frame levels, and then, so step by step, you have to, number one, you have to mark the higher time frame levels. Number second, you have to mark the draw on liquidity according to those levels. And number three, you need to find the ranges. And this is your question. We are still finding the ranges to enter into these trades, but you have to do the first two steps first. If you will directly go to the third step, you will find the ranges on both sides, and it's totally confusing. You will never understand which side to go. So that's why point number one and point number two are the lifeblood of the point number three. Without point number one and two, there is no reason to enter into any trade and use directly the point number three. So find the ranges that agrees with your narrative. So what is your narrative? Your narrative is actually the first two levels, and then of course your whatever is your ranges are according to your draw on liquidity. You can target anywhere between 4 to 7 hours. So this is the steps you have to follow. You cannot go directly on the step number 3. You cannot go. If you will go, you will always be confusing. So that's why I have given my trading plan already in the Discord. You need to check that trading plan, that which time frames I'm using. You need to start with the weekly, daily, and H4 time frame every day. And I have explained everything in today's session, that how I went on the weekly, daily, and H4. And on the H4, what you need to find. If you have something, is good. If you don't have, go to the H1. H1, then we have the number of point of interest I explained already. And those point of interest, once you found, then the step number 3. Okay. So anybody have any other question? Yes, the recording will be available. I'm recording. It's already 36 minutes now. So you can watch this session. It's a kind of the same session like last time, but of course today's session is according to today's price action, but things are same whatever I discussed in my previous session. Okay, I think we finish, and we will do another session on this was a quick session. Actually, I was checking my mic today because last time my mic was not working on Discord channel, but it was working on Zoom call. So I was checking, and some people they joined. So I thought, okay, someone joined, so let's start. So it was not planned actually. Next week will be planned, and then maybe we will check the latest price action to see some latest levels, especially on the gold only. And if someone is interested in Nasdaq, of course, this is my main trading instrument which I trade as a day trader. But of course, this is also going to be the main one now, gold. But I'm not going to analyze the euro US dollar a lot. Uh, but I will have the levels on the charts. But I think not going to discuss in the live session a lot. Why? Because I'm not going to trade euro US dollar. But the system is same. If someone is learning from on the gold, they can put the same concept on euro US dollar. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a good one. Bye bye.